It's 7:45 KNEB, and our update of News Extra next, brought to you today by Intralinks. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Our guest today is Dayle Wallien, and she is the Executive Director of the WNCC Foundation, and she has a very busy day today. They're going to kick off the Foundation's annual campaign this noon over at the Harms Advanced Technology Center. You looking forward to that?
I am. Thanks, Kevin, for having us here today, or having me here today. But yes, we're going to do that at noon. We will have our volunteers there, do a little bit of a training, and have them pick out names, and then they will go out to help us start asking for funds for the annual fund.
All right. So the campaign begins today, and your goal is similar to what it was last year, a little higher.
A little higher. We are shooting for $130,000 for the annual fund. Last year we raised about $126,000 for the annual fund. And just to clarify, the annual fund is unrestricted dollars that goes to support the foundation operations and needs that we don't have a designated fund for. We have a lot of funds that support very specific programs or very specific types of scholarship students, and so this fund gives our board some leeway to have funds to spend on undesignated needs.
Mm-hmm. Some of those, that's right. Some of those needs are still scholarships, to some extent, right?
Exactly. Yes. And I mean, last year we raised nearly $500,000, and that doesn't include funds that went into the athletic department, which don't come through the foundation. And we were able to give out over, nearly $349,000 in scholarships to WNCC students. So, yeah.
And a lot of those kids, are probably wouldn't be going to college without scholarships, right?
That is absolutely the case, and that's what makes my job so fulfilling, is the fact that I get to talk to some of these students, and that's what I hear is we wouldn't be here if we didn't have this money. And we have first generation college students coming in. I talked to Roy Munoz a couple weeks ago. He's a Gehring High School graduate. He's an honors graduate, first generation college student, wants to go into medicine. He's in honor society now at the college in Phi Theta Kappa, and he told me, he said, it really motivates me to get this scholarship money. He said, because I feel like somebody believes in me and believes that I can do it. And so it's just really great to talk to those students like that. He's raised by a single mom. He's got other siblings at home, and he wouldn't be able to do it without the help of Western Nebraskans who contribute to the foundation.
That's right. And he's probably the hero in the household, too, because he's going to college. Maybe he'll get his brothers and sisters to do the same. Right. All 9 yards once you get them started.
Absolutely.
That's kind of the way it works.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the volunteers that are there today, you mentioned everybody kind of picks some names, and then they start making the calls. This kind of sounds similar to what the YMCA does, right?
That's correct. Very, very similar. They will choose names, and we hope that they... John Stinner named this. John is on our board and on our campaign committee, and he named it the 555 campaign. So we're, just kind of a twist on the whole Herman Cain 999 plan. But we are hoping that the volunteers will be able to solicit 5 donations. We want their team leaders to bring in about $5,000, and each of our team leaders needed to bring 5 volunteers to the meeting today. So, and our team leaders are our volunteer board members. So,
okay, that's great. If people say if they want to volunteer today and they haven't been contacted, do they just kind of show up today?
They can show up today. I wouldn't mind a call first, so I can make sure that we have some of the delicious lunch available for them that's prepared by our food services. We're having lasagna, and it's going to be awesome.
Wow.
Too bad you have other things
I got other things I got to do today. But, so anyway, that's great.
Yes, very exciting.
So you can give Dayle a call. What's your number?
My number is 630-6551.
Okay.
And yes, please give us a call. We'd love to have you help out. You know, and I guess I also want to take the opportunity to thank all of the volunteers who have already stepped up to the plate, everybody who has volunteered in the past, and of course thanking our donors. And the campaign committee has been great. For the third year in a row, Judy Chalupka is chairing our campaign committee. Scott Wentz, Patty Winkler, John Stinner, and Jerry Tallman are all.
Boy, you have some great people doing that.
We do.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So.
All right, we'll talk more about this and some other things that Dayle is doing in association with the foundation right after this.
Is your wireless computer network secure?
Talk about
with
the
their
alumni
years
director
of professional service, you can trust
and maybe
Intralink's
the
technical
marathon,
solutions to keep your small or medium business
fundraiser.
computer system up and running. Not having a secure wireless network can put your computers at risk. Call Intralinks at 632-6590 to have one of their highly experienced techs set up, troubleshoot, and secure your wireless network. For weekly tips and information, friend Intralinks on Facebook at intralinks.net/Facebook.
All right, we are back with Dayle Wallien, the Executive Director of the WNCC Foundation. They're having their big kickoff for their annual campaign this noon over at WNCC at the Harms Advanced Technology Center. And if you'd like to volunteer, you need to give her a call at 630-6551 if you want to be part of the volunteer staff. If you want to be a donor, that probably is another good number to call. They'll get you on the list. And they'll make sure you get your money over to the foundation for very worthy causes. Some of the things you're doing, you've kind of you're going to be interviewing for an alumni director here soon, right?
That's right. We are advertising for a half-time alumni director, and we're trying to get an alumni association established for WNCC. We have over 185,000 people who have attended WNCC, but we don't have updated contact information, and we want to kind of bring those people back into the fold, you know, and reestablish our relationship with them. We really would love input from those people. We would love to be able to communicate what is happening at WNCC with those people, and we have some events that, you know, we would like them to attend. We started the Celebrate WNCC tradition last year, and we're going to continue with that. And we want to be able to notify these people. So the alumni director will be taking on that responsibility.
All right, that sounds like a great position and a good idea, as a matter of fact. So you'll be interviewing for that position here relatively soon, right?
Yes, we will. Towards the end of the month, we'll start doing that.
One of the other things you've probably, I've talked about it, I think it's been in the paper too, the big marathon that you are, and it sounds that the big marathon that you're going to do for the foundation in the fall on October 13th, and how's that going?
Well, it's going great. We have just a couple more permits to get for the course, and then we'll just really start advertising it heavily. We needed permission from a lot of different government entities to get that done.
The commissioners,
right? We went before the county and the city of Gering, because it will take place primarily in on that end of town. It will start, yes, and the Gering Irrigation District graciously gave us permission. So we've got the course established, our website will be live, and we're hoping to attract, it's a marathon and half marathon, and we're hoping to attract people from the Front Range and also get some of our local talent out there. So it's an exciting thing. It will be a great fundraiser. It's not going to replace the Fall Frolic, so the Fall Frolic will be a little bit earlier, our 5K and 10K run. It will be in September this year, be in conjunction with Celebrate WNCC, and then that will segue into the marathon on October 13th.
And you're hoping like 225, 250 people maybe, huh? Maybe?
That would be fantastic, and I think that it will just grow. These events are growing. This would be one of 4 marathons in Nebraska, the only one in western Nebraska, and we've got the scenery here, and so you know, there's people that like to do these all over the country, and they want to go to a scenic course.
Mhm.
So
I think it'll work.
I hope so.
I think it's going to be a big
I hope
success.
so. Thank you.
All right. So don't forget, noon today. If you're a volunteer, you've got it on your calendar. You go, oh yeah, I got to remember that. Yeah, noon today is the big kickoff luncheon for the WNCC Foundation campaign. Thanks, Dale. Appreciate it.
Thank you.